good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. How are you guys doing today? I forgot to set up my little avatar. Oh no. I am doing pretty well. I had a chill day at work. And also, I've made new little papers for our origami stars. I also have a new idea. I don't want the little pot to fill up too fast, so I'm gonna move all of our June viewers. Wow, you guys fit in my hand. We're moving all of our June viewers over to this little bucket. Oh, wow, chicken all around. For July, I want to do like all green. I feel like it'd be pretty cool to color code them. I wish I had thought of this sooner. And to make like the chatters a little bit more distinguishable from our lurkers, I decided this idea came to me literally like while I was at work. I decided that for the chatters, I'll be using some washi tape instead of like the little colored in ones, just so that they're like a little easier to notice. So we had 5 viewers last stream and 2 chatters. So that was... Is this the right way up? No, it's this way. We had... Unusual. And Mewtuna. I kind of like overestimated how many viewers we might have for this month. I just wanted to make sure I didn't run out before the end of the month, which is why we have so many green ones. Yeah, let's go ahead and make our little stars for all the viewers from last time. I want to fold this one back. There we go. Anyways, today we will be continuing Doki Literature Club. Depending on if my friend answers my message or not, because I was supposed to watch anime with a friend today, but he hasn't responded, so we'll either have a short 1-hour stream, or if he doesn't respond, we'll see how far we can get. Okay. This is our first star. Oh no, it squashed it. There we go. And then our second star. This first row, I'm gonna try to romance Yuri. She is the one I liked the most so far, but I actually don't know if I want to like do all the routes. I figure I should, but we'll see how long it takes me to like get through the first one, because I honestly don't know much about the game, so I'm really hoping that... Oh my god. That it doesn't take me too long to get past like the first route. Please go in. There we go. And one more little pinch. Our second star, just 3 more to go. Also, if anybody is in chat, can you please let me know if the volume for the game is a little too loud? I can never really tell. Okay. Oh. Hello, how are you doing? I was just talking about some of my new personal rules. All the chatters will get washi tape stars. All our lurkers are gonna get stars I drew on. And these are all our viewers from June. They'll fit in my hand. There's so many. Almost done making the stars for our viewers from last time. Oh. How has your day been today, Mew? I'm doing good, just drawing and lurking on streams. Nice. What are you drawing? Drawing one of my friends. Nice. Are you going to be joining Art Fight? I have been seeing a lot of posts about it and I had no idea what it was. And then one of my friends messaged me yesterday and he was like, hey, can you give some critique on some of, like, he already started doing some of the drawings for his Art Fight. And I was like, dude, I am not an artist. I don't know if my feedback will be good enough, but I will try. And then he explained like the whole Art Fight process about it. I learned about it, yeah. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. But I don't think I want to participate. That's fair. It's like a month-long thing, right? That's a lot of work. I thought Art Fight was something cooler than art trades, not gonna lie. Yeah, I was like, are artists going to be like fighting each other? Like what is going on with this? But no, it's still pretty cool though. Like getting to like see all of these other people's OCs that you wouldn't normally draw, trying your best. I thought you draw both OCs fighting to death or something along the lines. It's pretty funny. Okay, we have our viewers from last stream. Let's go. Also, I will be back in just a second. I realized I left my my glasses in a different room, and I kind of need them. What? Did I not pull it in? There we go. We will be continuing Doki Literature Club. I think last time I got past 2 days, if I remember correctly. And Natsuki and Yuri had their little like cat fight. Hello, how are you doing, Chris? We just finished making our origami stars from last stream. Please hold for a second. Chat is not showing up on this end, so we'll just do this. Yeah, that works. Okay. Oh, there's a skip button? I didn't even notice that last time. So we're making another poem, our second poem. I'm trying to romance Yuri. She's the one I liked the most last time. I feel like she might like Unstable. She did. Cry, passion, horror, climax, email, fireworks, contamination, peace, cage, vivacious. Maybe horror? Oh, I didn't see if she liked that one or not. Treasure, flying, poof, family, wrath, promise, aura, despise, special excitement. Maybe despise? Yeah, let's go. Lollipop, dazzle, chocolate, mouse, atone, rainbow, summer adventure, agonizing, alone. Yeah. Loud socks, flea, milk, precious, lucky, uncontrollable, imagination, entropy, and music. Entropy? Yes! I'm trying so hard to romance Yuri right now. Party, melody, fantasy, insight, misery, fickle, inferno, cheeks, dream, and prayer. Maybe inferno? Yes! Shiny, unending bubbles, heartbeat. Heartbeat is so cute. Valentine, pink, marriage, daydream, lazy, vitality. I feel like most of these are pretty positive. I don't know which one she would want. Maybe vitality? Yeah. Nibble, clumsy, parfait, secretive, whistle, depression, misfortune, hop, romance, massacre. I'm between misfortune and massacre. Have a good rest of stream. I'm gonna be lurking. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. I think I'm gonna go with massacre. Melancholy, disaster, infallible, laugh, destiny, love, unrestrained, playground, play, and sticky. I think last time Sayuri liked melancholy? No, I think it was tragedy, something along those lines. So I'm not going with that one. Maybe disaster? Yeah. Skipping, extreme colors, sunset, clouds, shame, kitty, skirt, desire, and graveyard. This one seems pretty obvious. Fun, fluffy, unrequited, disarray, waterfall, strawberry, forgive, meager, time, empty. Maybe disarray? Yeah. Also, maybe I should set up the heart rate monitor. I don't know, I know this game is like supposed to get like, it's like a psychological horror if I remember. I just don't know when like the actually scary parts happen. Anxiety, breathe, existence, hair, heart, Doki Doki, infinite, eternity, happiness, peaceful. I feel like we should go with the name drop, you know? We got it to Doki Doki. Of course Natsuki liked it. Embrace, smile, whirlwind, uncanny, ocean, vanilla, determination, bliss, extraordinary, and fear. Uncanny? I remember when this game got popular and I was like, what the fuck is this? I like downloaded it when it was first being released and one of my friends played it and she told me that Monica like goes through the game files and that like really creeped me out and I immediately uninstalled it. It's been many years since that happened. Sweet, judgment, sadness, sugar, charm, ribbon, bed, defeat, lipstick, and hope. Maybe defeat? No. Nightgown, death, silly, boop, captive, journey. What is this? Effulgent? Faster, essence, marshmallow. I'd say either death or fester. Fester's a fun word. I've played games that do that. I played Kanito Pet, and that one really freaked me out. Crimson Blanket, Dance, Heart, Hurt, Rain Cloud, Nature, Broken, Heaven Sent, Question. Maybe... Hurt? No. Siri. Yeah, I played that one too. My friend made me. My friend made me too! He was just like, hey, I want to watch you play this game. So I like streamed it to him on Discord. And I was like, I don't know why you said this would be scary. And then it got to the scary part and I was like, damn. They weren't kidding. Jumpy, Puppy, Hopeless, Vertigo, Raindrops, Vivid, Kiss, Swimsuit, Intellectual, and Warm. Maybe Intellectual? Yeah. Sensation, Together, Anger, Landscape, Tragedy, Giggle, Joy, Sunny, Beauty, Twirl. That sounds pretty hard. What would Yuri like? Last time I chose Tragedy, so Yuri liked it. So I'm not picking that one. Maybe Anger? Oh. Starscape, Suicide, Comfort, Candy, Vacation, Memories, Pure, Amazing, Tears, Variance. There was a part where it was like, which friend do you choose to kill? And me and my friends were dying laughing because two of my friends' PFPs are Buzz Lightyear and Emmett from the Lego movie. Oh my god. I forgot like which two of my friends it like made me choose between. And I like spent so long on that decision, and then my friend was just like, it doesn't matter which one you choose, just choose one. And then I chose one, and he was like, you killed them, it's all your fault. I was like, bro, what? Holiday, Wonderful, After, Image, Spinning, Headphones, Cute, Fireflies, Lust, Disoriented, and Kawaii. What would Yuri like? Maybe... Disoriented? Yeah. I pressed one immediately and my friends were like, damn! Bro didn't hesitate. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Bellamy. Yo, Yuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Yuri? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Siri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Siri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel all guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? Oh, that was me. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Bellamy to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Damn. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Wouldn't it be like resolution or a consequence? Retribution. That's what it was. That. Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. What? Who slapped her? Out of nowhere, something smacks Yuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Bears can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. She tricked her, just for the cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayuri... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where is she? Ugh, where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. It's so awkward to be put on the spot like that. Like, I used to play flute when I was like in middle school. And like, sometimes I'll bring that up and my friends are just like, do it now. And I'm just like, it's been many, many years since I've done that. Like, I can't. I don't even remember how to read music. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Bellamy. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. No, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. Then why is she embarrassed? And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Siri somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. In the closet? Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. What? She was waiting for us? If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Well, my throat just made a funny noise. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Hello, Tori! How are you doing? We finished our first poem. We're talking. I'm trying so hard, man. I made most of the, I got most of the poem words for her. I messed up like a few, and they were for like Sayuri and Natsuki. Yuri's making tea for us. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Huh? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... Heart rate for the dating sim? Yeah. I'm really bad with, like, relationships. I get really frustrated, and also I don't know when the scary parts in this game happen. I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Why does Monika keep getting in our way? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Yuri stood up for herself? Love that for her. Or do you want me to or do you want to tell me that or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Bellamy in club activities? Bro cannot riz. Real. Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Bellamy. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh my god. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. Someone's jealous. Someone is jealous. Someone's trying to get in our way. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but... It's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Bellamy? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head? Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Bellamy, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Bellamy, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature to the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. You can set temps on a kettle? On the fancy ones, I think. I have a kettle, but it just has like a little power on button, and it automatically turns off. It's pink, I love it. But I can't set a temperature to it, I wish I could. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Bellamy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Bellamy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Damn, I'm dense as hell. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. Literally me forever. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the page. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Bellamy. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Where was this when I was in high school? This shit sounds crazy when I'm not looking at the stream. Look, I don't have a very good vocal range, so everybody has a feminine voice. We're just trucking along. Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by looking at her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. What is this description? Like, oh my god. Sorry. Okay, everyone. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Bellamy, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. What is this game? That's what I'm saying! I'm sorry. I don't know what I was expecting coming into this. I just remember the bloody murder part. Hold. Pause. What? The spell is abruptly broken. Also, this is the third time that Monica has interrupted our moments with Yuri. Like, she is a hater through and through. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Should we do the same thing as last time and do like Sayuri, Yuri, Monica, and Natsuki? Actually, let's start with Yuri this time. Leave me and my baddie alone, Monica. For real, that's what I'm saying! Like, I'm trying to riz her up! Let's speak with Yuri first. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Bellamy. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? I did my best. Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Bellamy, this is ass. Yeah, Tori, I'm trying to go for my girl. I'm trying. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writings before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. There's so much. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian condition. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What close friends? Oh my god! Honestly, Yuri probably doesn't have that many friends. She's just like me for real. I'm kidding. I have friends. I have friends. Bro, I'm playing Getting Over It and this music is pissing me off even more. That sounds like a you problem. I'm sorry. My interpretations, like without them explaining, I think I am the raccoon. I think she sees me as the raccoon that will come back to her. I don't know what the food is in this situation, but this really does feel like a metaphor between me and her. Your dogshit Riz is a you problem. Bro, I'm trying! I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Bellamy? I've been called a grandma so many times because I've been like knitting and crocheting for a long time, so I get that. And all of my cousins thought I was really weird for watching anime back in the day, and now they all watch anime. I'm just like, y'all are hypocrites. Granny! I already have the white hair. One step closer. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Bellamy. Bellamy the trendsetter, let's go! That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Let's go for Siri. We're doing Monica last, this time because she keeps interrupting. Oh, I like this one, Bellamy. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? We love supporting our homies. We do. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I go back to my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Bro rage quit. Getting Over It. Can't be me, because I would never play it. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither! I love her. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Yuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Yuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Bellamy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Melancholy? You know what I like? Not to Yuri? Come on! She's just like a happy-go-lucky person. She's just vibing, you know? Anyways, let me drink a little bit of water. And let's read her poem. Bottles. I wonder if she like wrote this one this morning like she did last time. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Her scalp? Huh? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Yuri's mind is truly an enigma. It really is. I'm a little surprised. Like, this is a lot more, I guess, eloquent than her last one. It's a little sad. Like, she feels like she has to be happy for her friends, but she's never really happy for herself. Yuri. Holy crap. Yuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. We are so rude. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. We are the worst childhood friend. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Oh. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Visual novel protags notoriously have no riz. Okay, I feel a little bit better about myself. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. We said we were gonna talk to Natsuki next. I can't believe it's already almost 7. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. How could Yuri be more literally me? So Yuri is very relatable. That may be true, but I wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I've always liked poems that aren't too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying, complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What is her beef with Amy? Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Natsuki is a modern art critic. She surely does share her criticism. She's loud and proud about it. I don't know what to think about this. Like, does she really just hate Amy? Like, Amy's love for spiders? Is this also like a metaphor for like, are we Amy and is Yuri the spider? Am I reading too deep by like thinking that? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Natsuki, you're literally saying the exact same thing as Yuri. You guys could be besties if you weren't going at each other's throats. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounded like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I'm kind of scared of talking to Monica, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Hi again, Bellamy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Not to look forward to the Taka. I haven't heard that in a minute. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Maybe? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that? You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Did she, though? Calm down, I'm kidding! Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Why is she like this? Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. I am just slightly frustrated as someone who has had many fictional crushes. But we're not going to, like, delve into that. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's really not anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Monica is a spiteful and hateful person, it seems. Oh my goodness, my cousin is calling me. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, I was so worried something happened to him, but no, he just needed some information. Ask your cousin which Doki they would ask out. Oh man, I just saw that. Oh, I'll have to ask him next time. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, of an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? What? Load me? Huh? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm so sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Huh? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monika, what are you talking about? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry about it so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. So Yuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Suri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe. Suri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Suri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us puts on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Public speaking is terrifying. Oh my god, it really is. Like, anytime I had like a presentation in school, or like any presentation period, like, I feel like I panic more after it happens because I'm just thinking of all the mistakes I made. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Suri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Why are we agreeing to this? I think that Yuri and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glanced around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Siri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation? I'm still thinking about it. I did not pronounce that right. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Whoa, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the rolling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she is bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to stand applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Monica gets a parking citation? I don't know why I struggled so much with that word. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Siri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Siri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Yuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Siri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Siri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Siri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Siri. Even Bellamy liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might even need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then, next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay... Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Bellamy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Bellamy lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. What did I do? It's because we like, It's because we like Yuri, that's why she's hating on us. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I feel awkward. Like not me as the player. Like, no, me as the player. Like, I feel awkward. Like, they're all just there. Okay, I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Yuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Yuri? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Bellamy, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... fuck. Are we going to be a simp and walk home with Yuri? Or are we going to stay true to our childhood friend? I'm going the simp route. I am trying so hard to win over Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Siri, I can't figure out how you're saying things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. Siri might steal Yuri from you? No! Is that possible? Is that like an option, like genuinely? But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Oh man. Let's go ahead and save. I feel like we've made decent progress. Monica is already acting a little weird. I don't remember how long it took me to take to a day. I don't think I have enough time for another day. But dang, at least we didn't have a cat fight this time, you know? People were being a little weird around each other, but there was no cat fight. So I feel like that's progress. Oh my goodness. Monica is being really, really weird though. I wonder if like next time I play, that's when like things start getting bad, or if we're going to make it safely to the festival. I do hate presenting in front of people, so I get why Yuri and Natsuki were like so apprehensive about it. They're just like me, fro. But yeah, that is all for today. I am going to head out. Thank you guys so much for joining again. Remember to first, have a great rest of your morning, day, evening, afternoon, or night. Remember to wear your sunscreen, wear your seatbelt, drink some water, take some meds, and be safe. I am heading out. Bye y'all.